You're watching F5 at BlackHat 2022. I'm Aubrey, and we're here today with David Thomason from Noname. How you doing today, David?
Oh, I'm doing great, Aubrey. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming and talking to us. It's well, I guess we came to you technically, but I guess first things first, before we even ask any questions about the partnership or anything, where did the name come from? Noname. I mean, Noname, right? But
Right.
Where was that from?
Right, well, sometimes I tell people it's actually Japanese and it's Noname.
Noname.
But that would be a lie. No, the truth is that before our founders had the first line of code written, they actually went to a meeting and the company the group that was asking them to present said, "What's your company name?" And they said, "We don't have one." And they wrote on the paper that they registered with Noname. And somebody in the audience said, "Well, I like Noname." And it stuck. It's been that way ever since.
Here we are. That's really cool. Fantastic. So I guess that brings me to my first question, which is for those people that might not know, what does Noname do?
So Noname is an API security company. And what we do is we test APIs before they're put into production. We also monitor or manage the the API security posture. We manage the API security posture of those APIs. We can tell you things like, the API isn't going through a gateway. It's not going through the Nginx gateway like it should. We can tell you that it's not being rate limited with the load balancer, right? With the big IP. We can tell you that it doesn't have the correct configuration within the environment, and so you can eliminate those vulnerabilities before an attacker has an opportunity to attack them. So it's a reduction of attack surface from that perspective. The third thing that we do is the real-time runtime analysis of those APIs. So we monitor the APIs and tell you when they're being attacked so that you can block those attacks. You can stop the attacks in progress.
Nice. That sounds cool. So if that's the case, then what do you do for Noname?
Not very much, and boy is my boss ticked. Okay, I'll leave that one alone. No, really, I'm the worldwide director of alliances for Noname, so I handle all of our alliances with cloud technologies, with GSIs, but maybe most importantly for this here is our technology alliances.
Great. Well, that's certainly been an important thing for F5 over the years that I've been with F5 and even as a customer. So I love to hear that. And I guess, can you tell me a little bit about the partnership with F5?
Yeah, absolutely. We are in the Technology Alliance partnership with F5, the TAP program. We're on your website. You can come to the website and find the Noname logo on there. And we have integrations with a number of different F5 platforms. With the big IP, we can do clone pooling, HSL logging. We integrate with the HSL logging. We can do an ILX plugin to integrate with the big IP. And then we also have Nginx Plus integrations as well, so that we can be a part of your API gateway in a way that we can monitor that traffic and let you know when there's something bad going on.
I love it, and Nginx Plus has been such a hot thing for us recently. It's really nice to have integrations not just with Big IP, but also with Nginx.
Absolutely.
So, well, great. And I guess with that, so what can a customer or someone who's a customer of both companies expect from a conjoined solution between Noname and F5? What's the end result?
That's a great question. Customers can expect that they're going to be able to see all of the APIs in their environment. And what they don't know is really the part that's scariest, because typically 30 to 40% of their APIs aren't going through the API gateway. They're back there on the back end part of the network that doesn't necessarily go through the API gateway, and as a result, they don't know how they're configured. They don't know what sensitive data items are in those APIs. They don't know that particular API could be exposed to the internet because somebody stood up, heaven forbid, stood up a load balancer in the wrong place and didn't route the traffic all through the API gateway.
I've seen that happen.
Yeah. So they get to see all of the APIs in the environment. They discover everything, which also is a benefit to the F5 group, because now they can manage those APIs. They can get them back into the Nginx API gateway like they should, right? The other thing that they get is the control over the security, the risk reduction, the ability to reduce that attack surface before the API or before the attacker has a chance to exploit that API.
That's awesome. Well, I guess lastly, where can people find information about this particular partnership between our companies?
Oh, that's a great question too. So you can go to Noname security.com. Go to our website, click on the partners link. You'll find the F5 logo right underneath that, and you're right on top of it.
Great. That's fantastic to hear. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us today, David. Again, you're watching BlackHat 2022. I am Aubrey with DevCentral, and thank you. Have a great F5 day.